Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for the most powerful man in Nigerian football, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Melvin Pinnick. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed. Permit me, ladies and gentlemen, to invite to the stage for a goodwill message the most powerful, the #1 sports journalist in Nigeria. I'm talking about none other than the first Rivers man to occupy the office of the presidency of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. A very handsome man, might I add. An embodiment of excellence and ability. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the president of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Ono Sirawu. Over to you, Mr. President.
Your Excellency, the #1 sports supporter in Africa, and by the grace of God, Governor of Rivers State, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, the Speaker, my friend and brother, Amaju Pinnick, the MD CEO of the Sun, and of course, very distinguished elders and senators here. Let me, on behalf of all sports journalists in Nigeria, congratulate the Sun for laying the template and commend emphatically our governor and power of sports recipient in Africa, Governor Nyesom Wike, for being a great host to sports development, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. Your Excellency, you started this battle. You opened the space for the Super Eagles when they started, and you are almost following it to the end. Our prayer is that the God that had given you that mind to project Nigeria in sports will also lead the Super Eagles to bring the trophy to Nigeria. As sports journalists, we met some few days back, Your Excellency, courtesy of your support. And in our communique, it was resolved that all sports journalists in Nigeria must support every idea, every process, every variable that will lead to Nigeria doing well in Russia this year. And so we stand by that, Your Excellency. Our prayer is that while you play your part, the Sun and my elder brothers like Malam Paku and sports journalists play their part. The federal government should also play their part, because what is important is that funds must be released and released as at when due. On that note, Your Excellency, let me thank you and congratulate the Sun and assure Nigerian football supporters that sports journalists in Nigeria will support the NFF. We will stand by our team. We will project our team in a great light. We will not do anything that is negative, but to tell Nigerians that there is hope and we can do it if we agree. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Please, one more time, let's put our hands together for the President of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Ono Sirawu. In the 50-year history of that body, it's the first time we're having an indigenous of Rivers State occupy that position, and we're very excited and proud of you, sir. On that note, with the permission of Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have the next presentation. And this one is a speech by the Honorable Minister of Sport in Nigeria, Barrister Solomon Dalong, here represented by Dr. Mrs. Esther Oluwatoyin Aloku. Please, let's put our hands together for her as she steps forward.
His Excellency, Barrister Nyesom Wike, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, the power of sport in Africa, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Please permit me to say all other protocols duly observed. I'm here representing the Honorable Minister of Sport, Barrister Solomon Selkab-Dalom, who is unavoidably absent. I read his remark. I'm highly delighted to be honored and to address this gathering of distinguished stakeholders in Nigeria's sporting world, particularly the most popular sport in the world, football. My delight and elation derive from the fact that today we are here gathered to support a worthy cause, to demonstrate our patriotism as Nigerians by partnering with one another towards a successful and memorable outing for the country's national team, the magnificent Super Eagles. Permit me, Mr. Chairman, special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to particularly thank the management of the Sun Publishing Limited, organizers of today's event, for its initiative of providing a platform to brainstorm on technical, financial, and moral measures required for the Super Eagles' success at the 2018 World Cup Finals. Indeed, may I state that the organization of this event did not come as a shock, because as publisher of one of the most widely circulated and read newspapers in the country, the Sun newspaper's sport column features the most analytical of all sport columns in the country. On this note, I say thank you to my brother, Dr. Oji Uzo Kalu, for using his platform to champion sports development. When I received the invitation to this seminar, I was immediately struck by its theme that Super Eagles may excel in Russia and beyond. I was captivated by it because upon our qualification for the Mundial, that glorious day, 7th October 2017 in Calabar, my one consuming thought had been glory, glory, and glory for the Super Eagles at Russia 2018. The obsession for a successful outing for the Eagles at the Mundial and indeed beyond is to redeem the past glory of the Super Eagles as the most entertaining team as well as a powerhouse in world football, which we will all recall was our rating and ranking at the FIFA World Cup US 1994. I wish to seek the indulgence of the organizers of this event to infer that its purpose is not to make aware of Nigeria's participation at Russia 2018, because that, I believe, is already known to all participants here. I want to believe that the primary purpose of this seminar is to sensitize and brainstorm on the deliverables of a successful outing at the tournament for the inclusive participation of all Nigerians. An excellent outing by the Super Eagles goes beyond national pride and prestige of our skills at the game of football, but we include its empirical ripple effect on the nation's socio-economic sector. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as the most viewed sporting event in the world, the FIFA World Cup Finals provides participating countries an opportunity for sponsorship, signings, and deals, which are not limited to the duration of the Mundial. Furthermore, as we are all aware, the amount of sponsorship signings of these multinationals is contingent on the team's ranking and perceived fan base. With our over 180 million population, the Super Eagles no doubt have the requisite fan base. However, its performance at the Mundial will influence further sponsorship commitments. On the social score, the role of sports, particularly football, as a unifying factor in Nigeria cannot be overemphasized and worthy of mention at this forum. By its very nature, sport is not only a social integrator or leisure activity, but an industry with immense potential to contribute to national integration and cohesion. I wish to therefore call on the organizers, speakers, and contributors at this event to use this platform to emphasize our unity in diversity, cultural values, and social ethics of work and commitment. Mr. Chairman, special guests of honor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we brainstorm towards the Super Eagles' excellent performance at Russia 2018 and beyond, it is pertinent that we speak on the one most significant factor to the success of the team, which is finance. Upon qualification for the Mundial, the NFF swung into action, and its estimate for our successful participation is almost 4 billion naira. While we are convinced of the Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR administration's commitment to advancing sport in the country, as it has variously exemplified, the contributions of the organized private sector through the provision of funding sport cannot be overruled. I wish to therefore seize this opportunity of this event to once more call on corporate Nigeria and well-meaning individuals to support government efforts towards the actualization of an excellent performance. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as part of strategies towards provision of financial support for the Super Eagles campaign, the ministry encouraged and engaged in partnership with the organized private sector to raise funds. On such events held at the banquet hall of the State House on 3rd May 2018. At this point, may I once again thank and encourage the board and management of the Sun Publishing Limited for its initiative in organizing this conference to brainstorm towards our nation's glory through the excellent performance of the Super Eagles at Russia 2018 and beyond. And finally, I want to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, for his support towards sports development in Nigeria. I wish you all a successful conference. Thank you very much, and God bless.